Today we observe Veterans Day, a tradition going back to the First World War. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the ceasefire to end the war to end all wars, First World War. We honor American veterans today. We honor them for their courage and sacrifice, for the character of their duty. We also pause for a moment to recognize the service of our Vietnam veterans. This parade is dedicated to them. May they find peace. They served with honor, and this generation of veterans needs them as mentors. Thank you for your service. But we thank all members of our armed forces for their service today, because even now they face dangers around the world. Heavenly Father, show us how to help them heal their wounds, both seen and not seen, and help them find peace. I need to take a moment now just to say thank you to the U.S. Marine Corps and happy birthday. In this prayer, as I always do, for God and country, amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Stephen. Appreciate it. Now we're still waiting for our honor guard to get here. So as soon as they get here, we can kind of continue with the program. They're probably making some fine tunes to all that.
Hey, Dan, how many devil dogs are there out there? Sound off. There we go. All right. It's the
I heard two.
248th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to you guys, and thank you for your service. That's all you need. I love it.
You know, and Dan, this requires a lot of work and a lot of funding to take care of this. I want to definitely recognize our sponsors this year for the 2023 Tucson Veterans Day Parade. The City of Tucson, Master Mix Professional DJs, Michael Lopez. You can see him out here up here to the right. And by the way, he did my wedding, folks, and he's really, really good because trust me, my wife was trying to pull up all kinds of obscure stuff, and Michael found it.
And served in the Navy, right, Michael? Right on.
Navy veteran. Also, the Southern Arizona Military Vehicle Collectors Club, the Bank of America, American Legion Riders Post 109, the Sons of the American Legion Post 109, the Marine Corps League Tucson Detachment 7, the Red Hat Society, and you cannot miss these ladies. You're certainly going to see them when they show up.
They like to party.
Oh yeah, I think that's actually in their script. The Vietnam Veterans of America, Tucson Chapter 106, the City of Tucson Veterans Affairs Committee, Law Matters Radio, and some other
Yours
guy.
truly. Ben Bueller Garcia.
Thank you. Round of applause. And by the way, folks, the committee just organized into a nonprofit this year. If you'd like to support them, please visit their website. It's Tucson VDPF, P as in Paul.org. You can volunteer there. You can throw some cash into the kitty, whatever it takes to support to make sure we still we have lots of funds available to continue doing this parade. I know Dan and I during COVID, both of us were on social media, and I said, Dan, I'm sitting here and it's like something's missing from my day because we're not downtown doing the Veterans Day Parade. Yeah. So let's not let that happen again.
No, it was a bummer to miss it out that year. Well, as you can see, we have the colors making their way towards the stage here. And after we have the presentation of the colors, Amanda Sinner, yes, that's her name, Amanda Sinner from the United States Marine Corps. She'll be singing her national anthem. And then after her, straight after that, we were going to have taps. Braden McBride and Phil McBride, father and son duo with the Department of Public Safety. We appreciate them here. So please remain standing for the presentation of our colors.
Left wheel, march! Halt!
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrecked their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Right face. Forward. March. 5 files to the left. March. Guide around the thing. Get over next to the speakers. 5 files right. March. Halt. Right face. Order. Firelocks.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for our honor guard here today? That's got to be a little bit warm wearing those uniforms. Just un poquito, huh? Thank you so much for being here. And, you know, Dan, folks might see if you look around, a lot of the parade participants are wearing red. And the reason for that is I mentioned we have those hundreds of families at Davis-Mount that are deployed right now. The Wear Red on Friday campaign, red standing for Remember Everyone Deployed. So we encourage you, civilian or military, on Fridays, make sure you throw on a red shirt or a red hat or a red bandana just to recognize those families who are separated from their families so that we can be together with ours for the holidays.
You're gonna have to wear a red tie on the news tonight. You may be seated. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, who's ready for the parade? You know, we always have a pretty good indication when it's coming, when you can hear the motorcycles, the rev of the motorcycles. I haven't heard it yet, so hopefully they're coming around the corner here pretty soon.
I tell you what, there's so many motorcycles in this parade today.
Yeah.
If you're like the Harley Davidson dealer or, you know, repair guy, you need to be down here passing out some business cards because we got quite a group.
I always love it when they come through. I also love the classic cars. We're gonna have a great parade. I actually walked through the where they were setting up just a little while ago before coming over here, and we've got so many cool things. We've got the USS Tucson, the submarine, the scaled down version. We've got all the military vehicles representing. You know, I always like to do this, Ben. For everybody around the stage, I like to see who has served. So we've already asked for the Marine Corps, but we've got to ask again. If you served in the Marine Corps, let me hear you scream out and yell.
But you don't need that many Marines, so that's
Exactly.
right.
All right, who should we go through next? The Army?
Well, it is Tucson. How about the Air Force?
U.S. Air Force.
All right. And or the Space Force.
Oh yeah, the Space Force.
Pretty small group.
Any
no?
Space Force?
No, I didn't think so. Army.
U.S. Army, and the U.S. Navy. How about the Coast Guard? Well, we are in the desert.
Yeah, I volunteer with the Employee Support of the Guard and Reserve.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one coastie reservist in the whole state of Arizona.
Oh, really?
And we've got like a contest, whoever can find them gets a prize. But God bless you for serving the Coast Guard too. I don't know, if I was from the desert, I'd maybe look at joining the Navy or the Coast Guard.
Yeah,
close
get
to
out
some
of the
ocean,
desert,
so.
get off to the ocean and the sea. Oh, that's Michael. I thought the parade was starting.
You thought the first band was here already.
I thought the band was coming.
So I tell you, the other thing that excited me when I was looking through the script, Dan, is I noticed we got the Forest Service,
Yes.
the firefighters, and you used to.
Yes, I was a
wildflowers.
wildland firefighter, but for the Bureau of Land Management. But yeah, I did that for 4 seasons. I was on a 20-man hand crew for 3 years out of Grand Junction, Colorado. And then my final and 4th year, I was on a hell attack crew. We did initial attack, and we used a Huey Super 205. So my crew boss was a former Marine Corps drill instructor, and I think he forgot that he wasn't in the Marine Corps anymore. He ran us. I mean, it was great. Fond memories. I wish I was in that shape again.
So how much line do you think you could cut now? Maybe 10 yards?
Oh man, if I was lucky. Yeah, it was hard work, and I definitely was in a lot better shape back then. But
So,
yeah, good memories.
I paid for college by fighting forest fires for the Forest Service.
Your Forest Service,
And
yeah.
we had our helicopter pilot was a Vietnam veteran.
Oh, yeah.
And I swore he thought it was his job to make us throw up before he dropped us off.
You know, that's how I got into it. My dad was a helicopter pilot, so that's he did heliTAC, so it was a fun job, very much. All right, here we go. The 2023 Tucson Veterans Day Parade is underway. Let's hear a big out cheer from everybody.
Hey, Lizette, I want you to
Can you
stand
stop for a
back.
second, Lizette? We have to, please, a huge round of applause, yell, clap. This is our parade goddess, Lizette Ekman, also known as Lizard. And Ben Bueller Garcia has got us a little gift of our appreciation for all that. This parade would not happen without
So
Lizard.
Lisette, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Lisette has many sleepless nights. She has dedicated thousands of hours to make sure this event takes place every year, and we owe you such a debt of gratitude, Lisette. I thought you actually deserved a medal. So I have a medal here for you. This medal was manufactured by a Marine who was a veteran of the Second Battle of Fallujah. So Lisette, thank you so much for what you're doing, and don't forget to go to the website and volunteer to help Lisette out. So there you go.
Thank you, Lizard. Thanks for all you do.
I'm not going to pin it on.
Now coming up right behind our parade goddess, Lizard, we've got the American Legion Riders. They're members of the American Legion family, who are also motorcycle enthusiasts, as you couldn't tell. They can be found participating in parades, partaking in motorcycling events, and supporting the communities in which they live, work, and play. Members of the ALR come from the American Legion, the Legion Auxiliary, and the Sons of the American Legion. Thanks, Lizard. The ALR was formed to participate in parades and other ceremonies that are in keeping with the arms, the aims, and purposes of the American Legion, to promote motorcycle safety programs and to provide a social atmosphere for American Legion members who share the same interest, to use the association to promote and support programs of the American Legion. And we've got our chairman, Gerard Jahari Rickman.
There he is. Dan, do you think because I made Lisette cry, I'm going to get fired next year?
Nope.
Okay.
You just fortified your existence forever. Here we have Stephen C. Spurl, elected Arizona Department Commander of the nation's largest veteran organization on June 25th, 2023. In Oro Valley, Arizona, during the Department of Convention, Spurl likes to say it's Red Shirt Friday every day, just what Ben was talking about a little while ago when it comes to the American Legion's mission of serving veterans and their families. He echoes the theme, Be the One, to prevent veteran suicide by supporting the No Bad Days initiative. He earned his American Legion eligibility through his 23 years of service in the United States Air Force, where he served as a security police member, a member of American Legion Post 36 in Tucson. He's accompanied by his beautiful and very supportive wife, Shelly. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Defender. You know, this is attracting a lot of attention. We We've even got visitors down from all the way from Fort Collins, Colorado with the American Legion Riders Chapter 4 in Fort Collins, Colorado. Asher and Sylvia Hahn, who came down here to visit us in Fort Collins to ride in today's parade. Welcome to Tucson.
All the way from Fort Collins.
Let me know if you like us, introduce you to a Tucson realtor.
Up next, Ben, we've got the American Legion Riders, Chapter 7. They're riding in honor of their veterans and families. As retired veterans, they want to meet all of you. There we go. There's the sound and the feel.
You know, Dan, I'm gonna have to get myself one of those three-wheelers like Lisette has.
Yeah.
That's more my speed.
You know, I have a Yamaha Zuma. It's a 125. It's a scooter. So it'd be kind of embarrassing to be riding alongside these guys on their Harley Davidsons. It'd be like from Dumb and Dumber. I'd be that guy.
All right, next down from Florence, we've got the American Legion Riders Chapter 9 from Florence, Arizona. This is a always colorful group down visiting us from historic Florence, Arizona. Just a quick 60-mile drive up the road. Welcome to Tucson.
Thanks for
being
coming
here.
down, guys. Appreciate it. I'm seeing a lot more of these three-wheelers. Oh, look at that. Woohoo!
We might want to talk to him about his date a little bit later on.
I think your date's seen better days. It's that ride from Florence.
You know, the Fiesta de los Vaqueros is what, the second largest non-recognized parade in the world?
Yes.
We should make this the longest motorcycle
I'm game.
parade.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Here we have the American Legion Riders, Chapter 36, and Patriot Guard Riders. The riders support veterans, children, and charity organizations. Here we go with American Legion Riders, Chapter 109. I can't hear you. American Legion Riders, Chapter 109. They're out of Vail. They lead, led by Director Rick Curry and Kurt Gapoler, State Vice Chairman from Area A. Thank you so much for being here. Let's hear them again and let's go. Yeah.
Look at this. That's pretty impressive.
All right, look at this. That is some talent. I want to go for a ride.
I don't think you could do that with you on the side.
No, I weigh too much.
Little thing about physics. Yeah, this is the American Legion Riders Chapter 132. Coming up, number 10 on the program. Dan, I'm hoping that these folks that live in this little house right here,
I hope they were ready for this.
I hope they don't pay rent today.
As we tell them to be louder. Sorry, neighborhood.
Welcome, welcome. That is a bright yellow motorcycle, I tell you what.
A big round of applause to American Legion Riders, Chapter 132. All right, we got another loud group coming up then.
I think these are actually the favorite guard in the American Legion Riders Chapter 36.
All right, let's give it up for American Legion Riders, Chapter 36, and Arizona and Patriot Guard Riders.
Looks like a fat motorcycle right there.
Yeah, I like that one too. That'd be fun to ride. Next up we have Ben. We've got the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, Chapter 3230. 32-2. We're out of the old Pueblo.
Thank you for your service.
This reminds me of Easy Rider.
We should have warned you, you're going to be doing a lot of saluting today. Okay, next we've got the Forum War Veterans Motorcycle Association. They're out of Tucson, Arizona. They ride for and support the military and the veteran community. I tell you what, Dan, this is one of my favorite parade entries, not just because of the motorcyclist, but because of his companion.
Yes, I follow Scott Bullet Dog and on Instagram. I love all the pictures you guys do. AKA Mike, they're a biggest dynamic duo on social media, local celebrities of Tucson. You've probably seen them around town riding their one-of-a-kind sidecar motorcycle in the shape of a 45 caliber bullet. I love the style. If you haven't, catch them on social media platforms. They're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Scott Bullet Dog. Follow their journeys. They travel locally and nationally for all the veterans.
And not just a bullet, a hollow bullet.
They mean business.
Up next, we've got Mark Aguayo. Mark is a solo rider, although it doesn't look like he's riding solo today. He's born and raised in the Marine Corps. Mark's a proud father of 2 boys and 1 girl, and 2 awesome grandsons. Second Flight Marine, happy birthday. You know, Dan, I want to just throw in a PSA here. I asked for folks to go to the website and volunteer to help with the parade. You could do Dan and I a huge favor by making sure that the entries are in the right order.
Yes.
Little things like that.
You know,
we make do.
No matter how hard we plan every year, it's always a little bit out of. But you know, it adds to the charm of the parade. Absolutely.
As if it wasn't loud enough.
Yeah, let's just add some sirens to the mix now. You see these guys a lot doing our funeral procession. Southwest Rangers.
Well, Dan, something else, the Southwest Rangers are an all veteran-owned company, so.
Oh, right on. Yeah, they deal with processions and funerals in Pima County for both military and civilian. They've been in existence since 1999.
I think this is the Arizona Retreads Motorcycle Club.
Arizona
I
Retreads?
love these guys.
Right on, yes.
40 years. You only have to be 40 years old and like to ride motorcycles to be part of their group. They're looking to aspire a pleasant and comfortable environment with all good people. All their motorcycles are non-denominational. And as I mentioned, they can be a Harley, it can be a BMW,
Anything. Including my scooter.
You know, Dan, I'm actually kind of proud of myself.
What's that?
I don't know if you noticed, when I heard those sirens, I almost headed for the back of the stage, but
It started to run.
I'm getting over that now. Yeah.
But we do have TPD up here on stage with this, so I think they'll catch it. JD Wallace. Brian. All right, here we have entry number 18, the Tucson Harley.